Alright, I'm aware that I ended off part 4 very weirdly. You know, I didn't have my outro or anything like that, and that's mainly because of the fact that I did not have anything to keep track of my recording time, which is an accident that occurs once in a while. I don't expect everyone to record perfectly, unless they've done it for tens of years, or done YouTube for a living, which I have not. I just started this, so please, bear with me on this. I promise things will get better. And before you ask, yes, I am running a one monitor setup. I don't have a second monitor to keep track of anything that goes on with OBS. And in order to really keep track of any recording that happens with a one monitor setup, I just have to alt tab. As opposed to getting out of the game and making sure, things are recording. The issue with that is when it comes to Amnesia in particular, every time I do that, it always freezes up the game, which just makes things more complicated than it needs to be. Eventually, I will have a second monitor. So I can have a dual monitor setup, one for, the gameplay, and then the other to make sure that everything's recording. But at the moment, from part 6 onto future videos, I will have a recording timer to make sure that I cut off properly, not have any more awkward cutouts. So for now, enjoy the rest of the recording that I have for part 5. Did not close the door, but whatever. You're still creepy as fuck. Oh.
Don't forget your bag, Daniel.
I won't, Herbert.
There is no shame in using a parasol in the desert. As it happens, it's imperative to your survival.
But it looks ridiculous.
The shade will hurt much less than dying, I assure you.
To quote an electric god, there are fates worse than death. The strange letter frightened him, but it was also the only one which offered some comfort. Alright. What's in here? In this tattered mess? Ugh, excuse me. Tinderbox. Oh, the box closed that. I was like, wait, what is that noise? There we go. Nothing. Cool. Good stuff. Good stuff, guys. A little glitchy there. It's funny. Alright, what are you? A letter. Letter regarding the discovery of an orb. To my most trusted student and friend, Johann Weyer. Wire? I forget. The most remarkable thing happened as I was traveling through the Prussian woods this summer. I finally found one of the orbs I have been looking for the last 20-odd years. I thought 20 was an even number. Anyway, it is as inexplicable as the Helodromus described it in the Hortus Conclusus. It was as it was told about. An underground Mithraic temple crowned with the unearthly artifact. The orb was big enough to fill my cupped hands and the texture was smooth and jagged. Its color washed while rich. Contrast is not enough to describe its nature. It was an impossibility, an artificial paradox captured within stone. I was staying in a nearby village called Aldstadt, investigating one of the acquainted trails, when I finally found the cavern. I went inside and suddenly I could verify the truth of these enigmatic artifacts. They were real. As you can understand, this is the most important discovery of my life, but it has also become my greatest fear. As I entered the underground chamber, I could feel that I was trespassing. Because of my curiosity, I did my best to fight these instincts and fetch the orb from its place. I scrambled out of the chamber and into the woods. I could sense something was following me. It bayed loudly as it closed in. The beast, this guardian of the orb, was relentless in its pursuit. I made my way to a nearby ravine where I stumbled upon some men fishing in the lake. I tried to warn them as I passed, but fortunately they remained as I continued my escape. When I heard their cry of pain echo through the valley, I felt such a tremendous sense of relief, thinking I would be spared. Suddenly, a blue shimmering light engulfed me, and the colors of the forest were washed away before my eyes. I kept running through the bleak surroundings. The trees had turned charcoal black with leaves of cinder, the ground covered in murky water. I pressed on through the drenched land as the glowing ember gave way to the rising wind and rained on me. I could hear pleading screams in the distance, and I joined in as a pain and fear overtook me. I fell to the ground, gasping for air. This certainly must sound strange, but I have been carried miles away across the Alps to a grassy field outside Genoa. The Guardian had taken the orb from me, but still until this day I feared its return. The shadow, I think they're talking about. Sometimes I lay awake at night, listening for the howling cry I heard in the forest. It has been nearly a decade since that day, and I still haven't been able to write about the incident. The last time we spoke, you told me about your interest in ongoing research to the mythic orbs, and I realized I owed you the truth about my visit to Altstadt. Your friend and mentor, Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa. Good to know, Agrippa. That definitely wasn't a mouthful and a half. Well, that doesn't sound pleasant. Oh. Find another way around the rubble in the study. Okay. Cool. Cool. I hear you. Just want to double check. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh. There we go. That's one thing I missed. Alright, let's go in here. Oh. Poor dogs. God damn it, man. Animal experiment. Canis lupus familiaris. 1658, April 12th. After a short study, it is clear that the agitation found among humans can be found in the dog. Fear and pain induce stress, which seem to trigger an endogenous response, causing the animal to burst with energy. I believe that the catalyst is produced in the brain. It is difficult to determine exactly where and what it is, but I can sense it. It reeks of cosmic genesis. There is an inherent problem in harvesting this energy since the creature is bound to die from the exercise. I must refine this process of torture to enable any real work to be done. Yeah, because that totally goes well with any torture experiments. You know, there's never been any backlash in fiction or anything like that. More experiments must be performed, but it seems that only human beings are able to produce the amount necessary. It might be their ability to appreciate the severity of the process that ultimately augments their experience of terror. I mean, almost every animal experiences fear in one way or another. So, there we go. Go home, bird. Be free.
Let's see what you have to offer. What a mess. I should have sharpened the saw, but I can sense it. It's definitely there.
Yeah, mutilating an animal. That certainly goes well, doesn't it? Oh, god damn it. Oh god. Bones. Oh, hey Alexander, what's up? Oh, Anatomy Frontiers. 1658, January 9. Further disappointment. The antiquarian's latest findings yielded nothing. I'm still unable to grasp the inner workings of life and its relation to the power I sense within it. I shall pursue more books on the subject, but I suspect it will be in vain. Since no research has been made in my particular interest, I must attempt to fill that void myself. Clearly humans emanate more of the energy I seek, but I hope animals will suffice, as they will prove less of a hassle to acquire. I mean, in the 17th century, you definitely were able to do some fucked up shit and gather humans for testing and experiments and whatnot. So, oh god. What the fuck? Cracked window panes are held together only by a weak wooden frame. Well, how about I throw something about it? Like a chair! Hi-ya! Good stuff. Oh dear. Ugh. Oh, can I go in? Thank you. Slight headache. Oh, this. When will it be my turn? Have I not shown restraint? My patience spans centuries. From where I came, mankind has not even wasted a breath, yet I bow to you. I have done so much for you, and I have gained nothing in return. Agrippa, I trusted you. It was I who, in all fairness, should have entered that gate. Whatever that means. Sure. Shut up, chair. Oh. A rod. Elevator machine instructions. Okay, this is important. If the elevator breaks down again, make sure to use the steam engine to build up pressure before channeling it into the machinery. Adjust the levers to get the right amount of pressure inside the chamber. The meter should read up 8, down 8. Okay, so those switches back there. Make sure the flow is set according to the following chart. Trinity steam set functions, 4-phase amplitude, and complete steam flow cycle. Note that the machine will not check proper configuration until all rods are inserted. Good to know. And I have flow cycle rod, which is essentially a circle. Oh, that was the other side of that. You gonna burst open? You're useless! Anything else I'm missing? Nope. Okay, let's get out of here. Oh god. I see you, tree. Got a slight headache from that. See, did I miss anything in here? Maybe I did, I don't know. Nope. If I need to, I'll come back here, but I think I got what I needed. Alright, let's go to the storage. I think that was the last place I need to go to. You flip through the Book of Monarchs looking for etchings and counted. 9 different kings from all over Europe have been depicted with an orb resting in their hands. So they've been immortalized, essentially. Oh, that fucking... I threw you away, you asshole. Get out of here. I said get out of here. Okay. I believe I will cut it here, so we'll go into storage in part 6.